Okay. I just got done watching a bunch of the videos on YouTube about um, Battle Pack 2 War of the Giants. Um, I just um, I tried to search for this pack all over San Angelo, and San Angelo obviously doesn't have it. So I went out of town to Abilene and actually got a hold of this one, Legendary Collection 3 Yugi's World, and it was one of the last ones there. Um, and then on the way back through Abilene, I found Battle Pack 2 War of the Giants. Today I bought quite a few packs from a place in the mall. Luckily, I was able to find that box. And I literally, I mean, it's kind of all mixed in together, but I really did. This is where it actually starts. Sorry, that was all the sports cards over there. Um, I've bought other packs recently too, so that's kind of all mixed in. Um, some of the cooler cards that I really like were like the Dark Magician of Chaos. I have two of those now. Um, and most of these are have been pulled out of War of the Giants. So I've got a lot of rare cards. Sorry. Um, a lot. As you can tell, I still have a stack of cards that still have to be put into sleeves. But luckily enough, I was lucky enough to pull this out. It's the new Slifer the Sky Dragon printed card. It's not the original, so it doesn't have the description of the, you know, of the coming of the beast, or however the original says it. And it is the mosaic, so you can see that cool design pattern, and it is first edition. And there is the description and the artwork, and it's the real deal. It's not colored like the original ones, which is kind of sad. I really like that. But I was overall happily pleased. It took quite a few packs, as you can tell, but I was able to finally pull it out. So Friday I'm gonna go and buy another War of the Giants box, and hopefully I can pull out Obelisk and Ra out of there. And then eventually I'm going to order the original God cards and set those aside, and then use the playable ones in duels. So set that off to the side. Let's see. Just to give you an idea of some of the cards. Let's see. I now have a lot of 8-star, 8-level star monsters. A lot of them, and a lot of them are kind of my favorites. For instance, let's see, Guardian Angel Joan. I do have out of print cards like this limited edition Rainbow Dragon. Let's see. I just put these in here. We got Rocket Arrow Express. I just think it's kind of cool that it's a 5,000 attack point card. Rescue Rabbit. Let's see. Let's see everything I put in here. As you can tell, most of these are the mosaic cards. Some of them are, at least. I kind of mixed in the mosaic ones along with the high attack point ones. Let's see. See, a lot of these are basically, is what the pack says, they're giants. War of the Giants. I pulled out two more Cyber Dragons along with the one I pulled out of the first battle kit I bought. Alexandrite Dragon, Frostosaurus, Beast King Barbaros. My favorite, one of my favorites, Ancient Gear Golem. It's not mosaic, but it is, you know, a high-level star monster. 3,000 attack and 3,000 defense. Let's see. What else? One of these I hadn't seen in a long time, but you know, I'm not an expert. So, twin-headed behemoth. Haven't seen that since I played PS2 Duelist of the Roses. So there's, you know, really a lot of interesting cards. Pulled out several Tiki Curse. Heard those were somewhat rare. So yeah, and but I think my ultimate prize today was Slifer the Sky Dragon. And it actually was one of my favorite Egyptian gods, so it was kind of ironic that it was the very first one to be put into my collection. But it's in a soft sleeve, and then it's also put inside of this harder case to keep it protected. I am looking for Obelisk and Ra, the playable versions, for right now, because I can always order the other versions off Amazon. So yeah, I mean, I am willing to buy a Ra and an Obelisk if there's anybody close to San Angelo, or, you know, however you want to do it. So yeah, and I'm probably going to go back and buy another one of those boxes. And as you can tell, I mean, I've got a lot of sports cards down at the very bottom that I need to remove to make room for all these cards, because I guarantee you I'm going to have quite a few copies of all these cards. But you know, it's great because they're all first edition. So yeah, my ultimate prize, Slifer, and Obelisk and Ra will come, you know, when the time comes, and then I'll be adding them to the deck. And if anybody can make helpful suggestions about how to build a deck based around, at least for right now, help me build a deck as far as for Slifer and, you know, monsters with high attack points, even though, you know, 4 stars, but, you know, monsters, traps, spells, anything that can help bring this guy out and really make it to where my opponent can't use any other card, and then I'll just, you know, destroy him with this. So any help would be greatly appreciated. I don't really know a whole bunch about building decks, so just leave your comments. Thank you.